Break it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Let's go. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Hand off from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense is going to try to run the ball again.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards.
job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulled, finds his man on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Works the middle of the field. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Russell. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Marches ahead. And he's brought down at the pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cheek. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tompkins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Caught. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Second down coming up.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Tennessee plays out.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give out of the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. QB draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the...
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Cheek. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Vols send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Russell. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds.
Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Miranda. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Cheek. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Looking for space. It's Cheek. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running.
Ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. That's caught. It's Cheek. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. We cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page. He got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. So Alabama once again